4 8. You're always on the video. जय राधा माधव कुंज विहार जय गोपी जय राधा Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Jai Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radha श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण। So we are reading from Canto 4, 4:8. सौदार्य संप्रश्न समर्थ वार्तया सौदार्य संप्रश्न समर्थ वार्तया
सौंदर्य संप्रश्न समर्थ वार्तया
मात्रा च मातृ मात्रा च मातु सुभिश्च सादरम्
मात्रा च मात्रे स्वश्रुभिश्च सादरम्
मात्रा च मातुष्वसुभिश्च सादरम्
मात्रा च मात्रे स्वश्रुभिश्च सादरम्
दत्तं समर्पयां वरणम् आसनं च
वरमासनं सपर्यां वरमासनं च सा
दत्तां माता पित्रा परितिनन्दिता सती
नादत्तपुत्रा प्रतिनन्दिता सती
नादत्तप्रतिप्रातिनन्दिता सती
नादत्तपुत्रा प्रतिनन्दिता सती
Translation. What for meaning? Saudarya of her sister Samprashna with greetings. Samartha proper. Vartaya tiding. Matra by her mother. Cha and Matra Swashribihi by her aunts. Cha and Sa Adaram along with respect. Datam which was offered. Samparyam worship adoration. Varam presence. Asanam a seat. Cha and Sa she Sati. Na adatta did not accept. Pitra by her father. Aprati nandita not being welcomed. Sati. Translation and purport by Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayat भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः. So there is so many mistakes happened that I forgot about here. So translation purport by the Bhakti Vedanta Rupa the key. Although she was received by her sisters and mother, she did not reply to their words of deception. And although she was offered a seat and presents, she did not accept anything. For her father, neither talked with her nor welcomed her by asking about her welfare. Purport. Sati did not accept the greetings offered by her sisters and mother, for she was not at all satisfied by her father's silence. Sati was the youngest child of Daksha and she paid. But because of her association with Lord Shiva, but, but now because of her association with Lord Shiva, Daksha forgot all her affection for his daughter. And this is very much agreed with her. The material bodily conception is so polluted that even upon slightest provocation, all our relationship of love and affection are nullified. Bodily relationships are so transient that even though one's affectionate towards someone in bodily relationship, a slight provocation terminates his provocation terminates this intimacy. ओमज्ञानातिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते. तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. मुखं करोति वाचालं भङ्गं लङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरोन् दिनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं. वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining. So here is the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, where Mother Sati, disregarding the advice of Lord Shiva, she went to the house of Daksha, where there was a great sacrifice being performed. So when she reached there, and even though when she set out all alone, but when the Shivaganas, the followers of Shiva, when they saw Mother Sati was leaving towards Daksha's place, they immediately they don't want to go her center alone. So immediately they accompanied, they brought all the paraphernalia. They kind of made it a royal procession. Okay, and while going, Lord Shiva tells one word. He says, "See, you are the most respectable person. For a person like that, little bit of insult in what is worse than death. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, right? For a person who is honored, dishonor is worse than death. Arjuna, when Arjuna wanted to give a fight, he says, Arjuna, you are glorified all over the three worlds as the greatest of the warriors. But a person like you, somebody dishonors, he is a coward, like say he was doing all these heroic activities. Later on, when you're giving up this battle out of your goodwill, out of your with good intentions, not to kill your own relatives. But what will people say is, see this person, oh, so-called hero, he was performing all these heroic activities, like here and there. But when the situation arose, when the situation demanded for him to act to protect dharma, he gave up due to the weakness. He gave up due to cowardliness. They will not say weakness of the heart or due to affection towards his relatives. They will just point out that you are a coward. So that's why don't take such kind of decisions. Here, Lord Shiva also advised the same thing. Now, Sati Devi was the most respected personality in the entire Kailasa. Actually, in entire three worlds, actually, to say frankly. But slightest of disrespecting her, like here, the same thing happened. Initially, when Sati Devi entered in the arena of Daksha Prajapati's sacrifice, all the sisters, aunts, and then mothers of Sati Devi, they went and affectionately welcomed her and hugged her. But her father didn't even talk to her, didn't even inquire about her welfare. And none of the male persons, out of fear of Daksha, they didn't dare to welcome her. Because they know what's going on between Lord Shiva and Daksha. Even though Lord Shiva doesn't have anything to do with these things, but he was pulled into it. So now Mother Sati, being like expecting some kind of reception and affectionate words from her father, she was disappointed. And when she was disappointed, it is said that there is a saying that you can feed poison with sweet words, but you cannot feed nectar with insulting words. Even you cannot even give nectar with if you are not telling them or not pleasing them properly. Yes. So that is the power of the words. That is the power of etiquettes and receptions. Especially when you go to some relative's home, or when somebody comes to our temple, or when somebody visits, if we display when they have a nice reception, when we speak nicely, they feel more and more welcome, and they feel that we wanted to get more connected more and more. So, but when they I went to one South Indian temple. I went along with my Vidyapit classmates. We ourselves went, without any official tour. We ourselves went for South Indian Yatra. And we went to this in Tamil Nadu. There are so many temples. We went to Padmanabha Swami temple. After visiting Padmanabha Swami temple, like there was a Shiva temple beside. We went into that. Not Shiva temple. There are two temples. The one is what is that? Pushtimargis, and another is Shiva temple. Our experiences there are so bitter. I still remember that. We went into Pushtimargis, and that Pujari was working on the altar, and he saw our tilak and he saw our dress and all. Say, "Hey, why did you come here? It's not for you." कहाँ से कहाँ घुस गए? It's like the same words. Means what are you following and where you entered? Like we found like it's Krishna's temple, beautiful looking. We just wanted to see how it is. And that person's attitude is so so reckless and so insulting that we immediately left that place. And there was, like, we were walking, there was a Shiva temple, and we went to offer obeisance there, like, pay obeisances to Lord Shiva, and we saw that the pujari, he was he's not at all interested. He was just kind of uh, I don't know. He's actually doing that service out of like without any heart in it. He is so disgusted by himself, and he is disgusted looking at us also. So, and after that, we never went to any other temples. We stayed only, ISKCON devotees and the main temples, and then but when we went to some temple, like some other Vishnu temple, because we don't eat any prasadam outside, and we don't have anywhere. We didn't plan also, because if we officially planned with management, they would have arranged something. Okay, some devotee are there, some devotee can give you prasadam, like that. We just went. We just took it. And we don't have anything to eat also. And we went to one Vishnu's temple. Like he was, one Brahman was there. And he said, or one of our Vidyabit classmates, he said he arranged the vehicle and all. And we took the driver and we asked, go to some temple and we see. Like. Then we went to some temple and he said, oh, you want, we asked, is there any prasadam, like Krishna prasadam, like that? Prasadam, come at 4 o'clock. So we went around 2 o'clock. Okay, we went back. So we went 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, he said. So we went back, and again, what happened? Like we stayed in the room, and then for 3 hours we waited. We had something in the breakfast. We didn't have anything. So until 5 o'clock we waited, and 5 o'clock we immediately went. So that time we were distributing prasadam. What is prasadam? Pulihora and curd rice. That, lemon rice, what you call tamarind rice and curd rice. Said, Prabhuji, we are 5 people, 6 people. We need some prasadam for tonight also. That we're traveling to Rameshwaram, so we don't have anything there. For our journey also we need. So we need more. Then so that person will put a bag. Okay, put all the more prasadam here. So he put how many people? 5 people. Okay, three spoons for each. Okay. 5 लोग है ना? You 5 people only, right? Why need more than this person is a Bengali? Okay, that devotee. He was giving the bag open and seeing, looking at him with what do you call?
He doesn't know what is going on.
Like as if he's with his pitiful eyes. He's saying, "No, please more." And that person said, "Okay," and then we put some more, and then we give. We collected all the money from all the devotees, and then give donation to him nicely. And then we were able to manage somehow in the entire trip. So means that is why I give that example is, if you are not welcome at any place. See, when you go to temple, actually when anybody enters into temple, they expect such a kindness, because Krishna is all merciful, and they expect that kind of mercy through us also. We have the example of 4 Kumaras entering into Vaikuntha. At the Vaikuntha, they were judged. Hey, you people are naked. How can you go naked in front of the Lord? Be there. No entry like that. They were insulted. Immediately, due to that offense, they were cursed. And when Lord Vishnu came out directly from the inner chambers and directly to the gate, and they said, "Oh, you are the saintly people, and my servant's fault is my fault." And Vishnu begged forgiveness on behalf of his servant. And Vishnu allowed, okay, you cursed them, yes, your curse will let happen like that. So a reception is a great deal. It is said that, right, a good start is half done. If you start something good, means half of it is accomplished. So when somebody have the first impression, when somebody at the reception have a nice reception, they are already half satisfied. Rest of is how we treat them, how we. So always welcoming with kind words and nice smile, That is a great, that's a great deal of service. So here Mother Sati was, even though her sisters and mothers are receiving her well, but she saw the attitude of her father. She is not caring her. She is not affectionately talking to her. So this pained her so much. So uh, even like it is said that there is a verse in Bhagavad Gita, right? 18.37, that that which is in the beginning may just like a poison, but at the end, just like nectar, and which awakens one to self-realization, is said to be the happiness in mode of goodness. Means something in mode of goodness is always like bitter in the, means it tastes like poison in the beginning and tastes like nectar at the end. So if any new person wants to take up Krishna consciousness, there is, but the process of Krishna consciousness is happiness at the beginning, happiness in the middle, happiness at the end also. That is the beauty of Krishna consciousness. But in the right in the beginning, they might have some kind of like austerity, like they have to follow four religious principles and chant the holy name of Krishna. Only that minimum expectation was there, so that they can avoid all the worst sinful activities and can get connected to Krishna and devotees. So even that kind of the austerity, like following four regular principles: no meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling. For some people, it's a great deal. Uh, Giving up meat eating means, especially Indians, some and alcohol and intoxication, coffee, tea, especially. It's a great deal of austerity for them. So, but it depends on the person who is actually preaching them, or who is actually connecting them to Krishna consciousness, to give them so much love, so much other alternatives, so much other options, so much sweetness, that they don't mind taking up that austerity. You see, when Prabhupada came here, in the beginning, he first few months, he just served them, he just taught them, he just nice gulab jamuns and nice feast he gave, and every time he made them feel so good, and they were able to take up such an austerity. Even the Indians, being such a pious background, they struggle to maintain the austerity levels. And these are drug addicts, hippies without any culture. They are willing to take up such an austerity. Prabhu said, no need, just keep chanting. Prabhuji gave that example, right? One person wanted to give up meat eating. And Prabhu said, the Guru said, no, you don't have to give up anything first. You start chanting minimum 2 rounds, at least 2 rounds. But this person went ahead and then gave up meat eating. Thought he can give up meat eating. Every Thursday he used to go for eating meat. So, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday afternoon, until Thursday afternoon he was okay, perfect and powerful. And Thursday evening, it says nothing doing. He went and ate meat. So means we cannot do this, even the simple things by ourselves. It is only by the mercy of Guru, by the mercy of Krishna's mercy, we will be able to come out of this fallen condition. So Prabhupada writes in the purport, in the pursuit of self-realization, one has to follow many rules and regulations to control the mind and senses, and to concentrate the mind on the self. All these procedures are very difficult, bitter like poison. But if one is successful in following the regulations and comes out to the transcendental position, he begins to drink real nectar and he can enjoy life. So it is said that our tongue has taste buds. Our taste buds keep changing every 21 days. and our taste buds has a great deal of conditioning. Our taste buds, also our mind also. So it is said that that's why, like 1 month Kartik Yatra, right? In this 1 month you do austerities, then you are successful. So every 21 days, like for example, somebody addicted to eating sweets or eating meat, tell him, okay, control only 1 month. You don't have to give up life. You control only 1 month. All of no tea, no coffee, all this. And by 21 days, because he's not eating it, the sweet, level of sweet is like, for example, if he is taking 4 spoons of sugar, but if he minimizes it to 1 spoon for 30 days, after 30 days, his tongue is totally used to eating that kind of sweet level. And the amount of salt and spice also works the same way. So, the same way, but the mind, conditioning of the mind, the impression that he had in the previous life, they take a very, very, very long time. Only with the powerful association of devotees, one can overcome the conditioning of the mind. Otherwise, we cannot, anytime our previous habits can trigger and pull us back. So, the process of Krishna consciousness, even though so beautiful and so wonderful, right from the beginning to end, it will be the duty, it will be the preacher or the Shiksha Guru plays a major role here in protecting the consciousness of the devotees. In protecting the devotees. How? By giving them sweetness, by giving them kindness, by showing them whatever they are looking outside, they can find here and they can find much more. So, further, the pursuit of self-realization in Krishna consciousness, I have made some points. Understanding the self, recognizing one's true nature as a spiritual being and beyond the physical body and mind. That understanding a preacher has to imbibe in the followers, like so that initial training, going beyond the bodily conception, is more important. Unless one goes beyond bodily conception, because you see some people like who are in from basically from Indian background, when they say, "Oh, you give up eating," then they say, "No, no, in our family, meat eating is allowed. Like I cannot go to like this I'm belong to this caste. I'm not Brahmin. Why should I give you your meat?" And we that kind of attitude is there. Like even like for devotees also, when they follow some regulations, rules and regulations. Now even Brahmins also they take coffee and tea. But Hare Krishnas, we don't take any coffee and tea. So that's why even Brahmin family also said, "What is there in coffee? Coffee is pure vegetarian. Why are you, why are you giving up coffee and tea?" Like that they say. So one has to go beyond all bodily conceptions and identify oneself only with their connection with their spiritual master and the devotees. That way, they can easily overcome the situation. Otherwise, somebody will identify with their past life and say, "Boy, this process doesn't work for me." And second point is connecting with Krishna, developing a personal relationship with Krishna, the Supreme Being, through the devotion, prayer, and service. So one has to follow all these attributes, like through devotion and some kind of service he has to take up. They have to take up and always be in the stream of devotees and praying and all those things. And the spiritual practices, engaging in the practices like chanting, meditation, and then swadhyaya, means reading books, and cultivate self-awareness and love for Krishna. See, one can develop love for Krishna only by when we have inner life with the association of like-minded people. See, it is said that I'm not trying to belittle anyone here. The general saying is that a womanizer is more dangerous than woman himself. If you have the option to associate with women or womanizer, better associate with women rather than associating with the womanizer. This womanizer, they will describe the aspects of associating with women so badly or so badly that we feel that there is so much taste in associating with women. So here, women can be of any bad habit, no? Especially a drunkard, instead of drinking alcohol, when you associate with drunkard, no? This drunkard will describe this aspect of taking liquor in so nicely. Oh, when you drink, you will be ecstatic and all those things. He will describe it so nicely. We generally get bewildered and we said, oh, is it such ecstasy? Let us try. This actually the peer pressure works like this only. The students are not in the schools and colleges. They describe that aspect so nicely that oh, you are not taking drugs. If you take drugs, you will be so high, like that. It's kind of a sensation they will create. So, with respect to devotees also, that's why Bhagavad Gita is Srimad Bhagavatam is more powerful than Bhagavad Gita. And Chaitanya Charitamrita is more powerful than Bhagavad Gita. Why? Because in Bhagavad Gita, we only have direct instructions from Krishna. We are only associating with Krishna. But in Srimad Bhagavatam, we are associating with devotees and devotees' prayers and devotees' experiences and devotees' consciousness. We can feel that. And we become more and more Krishna conscious. So, for us to develop more and more Krishna, more and more progress very fast, very quick, we have to associate with like-minded people. We can see like when Eagle Shurubod is there, how will be the spiritual energy in the temple, and when he's not there, how it will be. So we can feel that because the presence of a devotee, does a great deal of difference. Okay, and scriptural study the scriptures like Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, gain the spiritual knowledge and insights. So knowledge is okay, but insights means our realizations and going deeper, identifying with the characters, into the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita and questioning and cross questioning again and again and discussing about them. It will help us nourish more and more. Okay, and surrender and devotion, surrendering one's ego and desires to Krishna and cultivating devotion to love for him. So we should actually totally give up our independent mentality and surrender to Krishna. And once we surrender, then we'll come to know how kind Krishna is, how lovable Krishna is. Means Krishna is all-caring. See, when I was about to join full-time, right? There are so many things, so many aspects, family, finances, and all those things. But being faith in Krishna, I just took step to whatever it may happen, and I just came in. And later on, I was surprised that without my endeavor, everything got set out so nicely that I don't have to work, I don't have to endeavor, convincing or all those things. Like whatever the fears that I had before surrendering to Krishna, I'm not saying that joining full time is surrender. I'm saying that it's my experience. I joined full time and I had a lot of fears. And all the aspects are so nicely taken care that I didn't find even the slightest of any inconvenience anywhere. That's how Krishna protects us. So we should have that full conviction and full conviction and faith in Krishna's protection, and we then will be easily able to give up whatever is stopping us from taking full shelter of Krishna. It means fully surrendering into Krishna. And the next point is selfless service. engaging in selfless service to other devotees, seeing Krishna in every being and serving him through them. Means serving devotees, serving spiritual master, serving the temple authorities. uh, So this selfless attitude, not expecting your name, fame, all those things. Our service should be totally selfless. So that way we please Krishna more and more. It is said that like one saying, Krishna will recognize the service which nobody recognizes. Means if you are doing some service late in the night, authorities are not seeing, other devotees are not seeing, but Krishna recognizes that service. Only Krishna, it is said that Krishna recognizes only the service which nobody recognizes. Means you are doing for the pleasure of Krishna only. How you are trying to please authorities, how you are trying to serve the devotees, and how you are trying to spread Krishna consciousness, even without anybody seeing. We were actually telling them, send all your books codes every day. Now, how many books you are distributing? So many devotees are going for book distribution. And initially, they are sending books codes regularly. But what they observed is nobody is sending. So if I send, then this course will be announced that, and uh, it will be like self glorification. So they stop sending altogether. So I don't mean to say that no, we should act like that. No, we tell them to send the books course to encourage each other, so that they will think that, oh, this person is doing book distribution, so I'll also do book distribution. So, but somehow they thought they are a little bit shy in sharing the book scores. So let it be. Now only when they say, Prabhu, please send us scores. They said, Prabhu, only Krishna knows what we are doing, but we don't want to send the score because I feel like it's like like self glorification. Okay, that's also fine. That is their mode. Okay. So and then purification and growth. Continuously working on the personal growth, purification, and self improvement to become better instrument of Krishna's will. Okay. So internal purification, internal growth is the goal of our Krishna conscious life. So if we if we do anything Krishna conscious, any service, or for example, doing kirtan, bhajans, or giving classes, or anything, and what or alter like dressing, expecting some kind of like adoration and distinction, that is okay. Anything connected to Krishna is auspicious. But more powerful than that is internal growth. English was saying, right? Internal growth means how much is your tolerance level, how much is your patience. As you progress in life, as you progress in Krishna consciousness, the more and more you become advanced, the more and more humbler you become. Means you are progressing nicely. So means being instrument of Krishna's will, not by satisfying our own ego or our own. Then next is communing with devotees, associating with like-minded devotees, sharing experiences, support each other in spiritual journey. So best way to progress in any field, not only spiritual life, in the not only material life or spiritual life or material life, or any in education or even in sports, even in business. The best way to progress in any field is associating with like-minded people. So if you see some devotee who is very serious in making progress, we try to associate with them. We try to somehow serve them and please them and associate them, because they want nothing but to please Krishna. They want nothing but to make internal progress. Such kind of devotees will help us in a great deal in overcoming our own anarthas. So when we associate with them, we get that empowerment. So the next point is embracing humility and gratitude, cultivating humility, gratitude, and sense of dependence on Krishna's mercy. So this doership mentality should be given up. We should be totally dependent on Krishna's mercy, and only when we are totally dependent, hmm, like no, we actually fully dependent on Krishna's mercy. Only thing is we have to realize that without Krishna's mercy, nothing, we can't do anything. So this kind of attitude, cultivating humility. Humility is the greatest asset a devotee can have. And being grateful for whatever we may receive and for whatever Krishna is giving us and whatever authority and Guru is giving us. And sense of dependence on Krishna's mercy. Our endeavors, of course, yes, they play a major role. But Krishna's mercy, without Krishna's mercy, whatever may be our endeavors, nothing is going to happen. That's why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to say anything or everything. You want to go to Yatra, if Krishna's will is there, no? What is the question? By Krishna's will, if Krishna's mercy is there, you'll be able to do. If you want to, if for everything, you should add this thing. By only Krishna desires. If Krishna desires so.
Krishna willing.
If Krishna's mercy only, things will happen like that. So we should have that consciousness. Whatever we may think, we even coming for Mangalarti, even being able to associate with devotees, even having nice prasadam, everything is Krishna's mercy. Like in the advanced devotees, they see even the reversals, even the situations which are actually not favorable to them, like some loss of personal loss or property loss or business. Everything has Krishna's mercy. Only with Krishna, they see Krishna's and anything and everything. But at the same time, they do their duty to the point. Means whatever is required, they do. So anything auspicious, this is Krishna's mercy. Anything inauspicious, this is also Krishna's mercy. Because that way you get more and more closer to Krishna. Okay. And finally, realizing one's purpose, discovering one's unique role in Krishna's plan and fulfilling it with love, joy, and dedication. So, by realizing that my only position is Dasanudas, servant of servant of servant. When we realize that, then, we don't actually hanker for anything, or we don't put forth our opinion as the main thing. We don't, we cannot say any authority, anything authoritatively. So, it doesn't mean that being irresponsible or being just, I'm a servant of servant, I'm fit for nothing. No, it's not like that. Even great Maharajas and Swamis also, they do their service in the mood of servant of servant of servant. And they never consider their disciples as disciples. They consider them as masters. They address them Prabhu and with respect but when it comes to correcting them, when it comes to educating them, they also do that as service. Now, for example, if some great king's son is there and he appoints a tutor for the son. So how does the tutor deals with that son? He does his duty of training them, educating them, and sometimes punishing him, but with the caution that he is related to the king. Means, in the same way, every devotee is directly part and parcel is a son of Krishna, and we have to deal them very, very carefully with respect and honor, and then at the same time do the needful to do it as a service. Even some things, making corrections, educating them and training them. So that will please Krishna with that attitude. Okay. So if anybody, that's what I can speak. If anybody have anything to add, please. Anything to add? Any questions or comments? Hare Krishna online, anybody have anything?
Prabhuji, just want to clarify one thing. What you said about the book distribution count, I did not hear properly.
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhuji, yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. So what you spoke about, Prabhuji, a book distribution count and the attitude. What should be the attitude? Like Prabhupada said that, I mean, Prabhupada time only be giving this count right from that time. So just wanted to understand that.
Can you repeat the question, Prabhu? Your voice.
It is about it. Sorry, I'm in the office. So it is about book distribution count, announcing. You said something, so I missed
No,
that
it's
part
not
actually. What should
Prabhupada.
be the
It's
attitude?
our experience here. See, our devotees are regularly going for book distribution, but they are not sending the scores. So I tell them, Prabhu, you are going, but why don't you send the scores so that we'll announce that you did book distribution? But they feel a little bit shy. Prabhu, I'm only sending, like I'm very regularly sending. I feel like they're like glorifying myself, so I don't want to share like that. That is their mood. I'm sharing that. You got the point, right, Prabhu?
Okay.
It's not about Prabhupada, it's our temple thing.
Yeah. So the okay, got it.
Yeah, like 2, 3 devotees are regularly going for book distribution. But I tell them, send the scores. They said, Prabhu, I'll keep it to Krishna. Krishna will know that. I don't, because I feel like it's glorifying myself like that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Anybody have anything to add? Any questions or comments? India Gantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai Sri Prabhupada ki Jai Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda
Jai.
ki. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Jai Sri Prabhupada ki Jai.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Dhanwad Pranam.
Thank you,
Thank you very
Prabhuji.
much, Prabhuji.